Hey players, welcome back to KT Gaming, your go-to spot for all things gaming and tech. Today I'm diving deep into the God of War universe, speculating on what fans will want to see in a new God of War game. From storylines to gameplay mechanics, I've got it all covered. So let me get started. Fans have loved Kratos' journey so far, but as we venture into the future of God of War, people are looking for a story that continues his emotional arc, while introducing something new. After the events of God of War Ragnarok, where Kratos and Atreus' relationship evolved, fans expect the next game to explore deeper themes, perhaps a fresh take on fatherhood, or Kratos grappling with his past, or maybe even being the leader of the Nine Realms after Odin's death in the God of War Ragnarok game. Some fans suggest Kratos moving beyond the Norse world and tackling new mythologies like Egyptian or Mayan could offer compelling new adventure. Imagine Kratos facing off against Ra or Jaguar gods of ancient cultures. It would open up new narrative directions that could surprise players. While Kratos has always been the heart of God of War, fans really connected with Atreus in Ragnarok, especially as his powers developed. Many fans are asking for more Atreus gameplay, perhaps even making him a fully playable character for longer segments of the game, which I personally don't hope this happens, or I hope this doesn't happen, and I'll explain why later. Loki's powers and shape-shifting abilities would make for an entirely new playstyle, potentially offering a fresh perspective on the combat system. Some suggest a co-op mode where one player controls Kratos and the other controls Atreus. It could take this father-son dynamic to the next level, requiring collaboration to solve puzzles and defeat enemies. One of the things fans have asked for in a new God of War game is a more expansive and interactive open world. Ragnarok took steps in this direction, but fans want even more freedom to explore. Imagine a seamless world where Kratos and Atreus travel between realms, without loading screens, with side quests and hidden lore rewarding players for venturing off the beaten path. This new open world could also introduce a more dynamic environment that reacts to Kratos' and Atreus' actions, destructible environments, more engaging NPCs, and intricate world building that feels alive and ever-changing. Boss battles have always been a signature part of the God of War series, but fans want them to be taken to new heights. They're looking for more intense, large-scale battles that challenge their skills while offering jaw-dropping cinematic moments. In the next God of War, fans want even more mythological figures involved, especially massive creatures from different mythologies. Think of titanic monsters from Egyptian or Mayan mythology that Kratos could take down, combining clever puzzle solving with heart-pounding action. While the Leviathan Axe and Blades of Chaos have become iconic weapons, as well as the Draupnir Spear, fans are calling for more variety. The next God of War game should introduce new weapons tied to different mythologies, like Egyptian scimitars, I hope I said that right, or even magical staffs that offer long-range attacks. Fans also want more complex combat mechanics, especially when it comes to chaining combos or managing multiple enemies with unique strategies. Some players hope for a more customizable experience, where you could tweak Kratos' or Atreus' abilities, unlock new skill trees, or even have the option to play in different combat stances based on the weapon or the opponent. RPG mechanics have been slowly integrated into God of War, but fans want the next game to double down on customization and progression. This means more detailed skill trees, character builds, and perhaps even dialogue options that influence the story. Being able to craft unique builds for Kratos, whether it's focusing on raw strength, magical abilities, or a hybrid of both, could add depth to combat. Fans also want more intricate crafting systems, where resources collected from around the world allow for meaningful upgrades to armor and weapons. Enemies in God of War are already formidable, but fans are asking for more intelligent AI that forces them to think on their feet. Future enemies could react to Kratos' and Atreus' tactics, making battles more dynamic and requiring more strategy. Fans also want more varied enemy types, particularly those tied to different mythologies. Whether it's gods, demigods, or legendary creatures, players want to feel like every enemy encounter is fresh and challenging. One of the biggest debates in the fan community is whether Kratos' journey should come to an end, or if there should be a passing of the torch. Some fans feel that God of War should give Kratos a proper send-off, perhaps allowing Atreus to take up the mantle. Others believe that Kratos still has many stories to tell, especially if he moves into new mythological realms. Whether it's the final chapter for Kratos or a brand new adventure, fans agree that the game should honor the legacy of one of gaming's most iconic characters. For those eagerly awaiting some news on our God of War game, there's some exciting buzz. Reports indicate that Sony's Santa Monica Studios is actively working on a new God of War title alongside another IP. Job listings for roles like combat designers have made it clear that they are recruiting developers familiar with the combat mechanics of God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok, suggesting that development is already underway. While it is still early in development, fans could be hopeful that a new God of War game will bring fresh experiences to the franchise, possibly even exploring new mythologies. So players, that wraps up everything fans would want to see in a new God of War game, and that there's a new God of War game already in development. Now players, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about all this. What do you want to see in the new God of War game? Do you want it to be Atreus only and leave Kratos to rest? Or do you think Kratos should venture into a new mythology? Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. And guys, earlier I mentioned how Atreus, I really don't want Atreus to have long segments, because you guys remember that one mission, or if you don't, there was one mission where in Jotunheim, him and a girl, I don't really remember, but it was him and a girl, and the mission took so long. I'm like, can I go back to playing God of War? It took so long. That was such a long drag apart from the main story. But you know, it worked out, I guess. But I really don't want to see that in a new game, and I'm sure many fans agree with me. But again, guys, let me know what you think down below. I would love to see more new weapons, a big open world, and just a lot of fun. And players, I really hope that you enjoyed the video, so please like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more updates on all things God of War, gaming, and tech. And guys, I'll see you all in the next video. Stay epic and keep gaming.